Hi everyone, Amy Valdivia here to answer a question that I receive on a regular basis. The question is, how do you record your videos? What do you do? How do I get started? Is it hard? You look like you're very, very comfortable. I don't even know how to do this. What tips do you have for me? And I will tell you that there is nothing grandiose, no special story behind the videos other than the fact that right now, for example, I'm recording on an iPad. It's not required, no special equipment required. I have a phone. I actually started recording on my iPad and my phone. I do both, depending where I am and what I'm doing. I actually spent a little bit of money, less than $20, I might add, on one of these, a little microphone, as well as a tripod that would hold my iPad. So I think it was an Amazon bundle and it was literally less than $20. I got a tripod and the microphone with little carrying case, and it is nothing expensive. Notice that I have wires. I do not have a wireless microphone. My iPad is not a current version of the iPad. It's an older iPad, and it actually has the little port for the microphone to plug into. There was no need for me to spend money on the wireless, and my tripod is definitely an inexpensive one that is very easy to collapse, nothing special. Just literally wanted to start recording videos and posting them to social media. So what did I do? I came into the office, put my iPad on a tripod, and started recording. That was it. I had written down some things that I wanted to record videos about because I'm in the mortgage industry, so I want to share my information. Many people come to me on a regular basis asking questions, and I thought, well, there's my material right there. Nothing special. The questions that I was receiving on a regular basis, or the situations that were happening in my loans that were active in process, or maybe something that I had just funded. So there was no special material, no special script written. It was just information that I needed to share to everybody. I sat down and I just started recording. I do not own a special light. I do not own a professional microphone. Many times people say, well, we've seen you on your videos. You have a professional microphone. You might have been working for somebody else or what have you. There have been opportunities that I've had come to me because I've been recording videos. However, those are not my instruments, my equipment that I use. I just happened to be asked to do some work, and so I had a professional microphone at that moment. I've never spent money on a professional marketer. I've never spent money on a professional social media video blogger, so to speak. I literally have done this organically and asked friends and family that are following me on social media just to like and share. And I've chosen multiple social media platforms. I've chosen Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I think that's it. Oh, and YouTube, I apologize. So I've not chosen Twitter, not because it's a problem. It's just I happen just not to use it. There's some others, of course, over the years we've had Snapchat come on, and there's some of the newer ones that are trying to, Vero was trying to come online, and a couple other platforms. I've just not gotten into those platforms. Don't know if I really will. Just happen to be very comfortable in the arena that I'm in right now because I'm just working on the videos, the organic videos. Again, nothing professional. I will tell you that I started doing these videos, and after I was gaining some traction, I sat with a few individuals that I knew were also recording some videos and using them in their social media marketing, and said, hey, would you mind taking a look at my social media? Give me some hints, some tips, suggestions, anything I could be doing better or not do anymore, whatever you want. Just critique me for a little bit. And I sat with them, and many people gave me some really positive feedback. They said, you sound like a normal person. That's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear anybody with a special script or anybody who, sounds very fake. And I, stumble over my words, or I giggle, or what have you. Or there's been times where I'm talking and I'm walking down the street, and people walk behind me, or there's been hecklers in the window, things like that, and you just record. So when I sat with these individuals and I said, what tips can you give me? What suggestions can you give me? The first suggestion that I was given was turn to the light. Wherever you are, whether you're walking down the street or you're in your office, turn to the light. If you turn to the light, then there's less glare behind you, and it actually projects onto you much better. And you don't have your viewers focusing on these halos or the bright light in the corner or what have you. It's just you, and they're focusing on you. Or that you don't have this big shining light beaming off of your cheek or what have you. There was a couple other people. It's funny, when I first started recording, the very first day I recorded, it took me 10 takes. And a couple other people were laughing at me because they know exactly what I was going through. 10 takes. I came into the office, and I was, that day I was worried about my makeup. I was worried about my hair. Every hair had to be in place. I was concerned about what I was wearing. I was very concerned about the colors, because that was something else I was told. Make sure that you're wearing colors that work for you, because if you look too washed out, then it's not going to look nice with the light bouncing off of you, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely, I wasn't able to wear pink. Not that I wear it all the time, but the point was to be careful with what colors. So I was so concerned, and I was in the office by myself, came in early on purpose so I wouldn't have any interruptions, and had written down exactly what I wanted to say, and I was very, very concerned. And it took me 10 tries to post my very first video. Within about a week or so, I was much, much more comfortable with recording these videos. And I will say that most often, I would say about 90-95% of the time, it's one take. Literally, you just talk. You just roll. Every once in a while, I have to re-record or make some changes, especially because of some background noise, or maybe we, just completely stopped mid-sentence and lost our train of thought, and just had dead air. And so we've made some changes and to whatever we intended to say, because again, we don't have a script, so it's literally ad-libbing away, and you could lose your train of thought in the middle of that. Or of course, the infamous phone starts ringing right in the middle of your video, and it's blaring right here underneath you on your desk. So I tell people, don't do anything special. I've never spent money on a special light. I've never spent money on a professional video blogger for my social media. Never spent money on anything professional, so to speak. There are instances where you'll see in my videos, I have had opportunities to use professional microphones or to be in front of a professional camera. However, that is not my equipment. That happened to be work that I was asked to do, and I was able to use their equipment for the work that I was asked to do. But if you're looking at my videos just for my purposes, my mortgage industry work purposes, they are very organic. They are very basic, nothing special. I don't go overboard. I have a remote control that came with the microphone for the iPad, but that's it. Literally less than $20 is what I've invested. I was told by somebody to stop wearing my sunglasses, because when I'm out and about, I use my phone and I record videos. I've actually done it sitting in my car. Literally have received a question and knew that was the material I wanted to use for my video that day. So I'll have my sunglasses on, and I was told not to do that because it doesn't make me look genuine. And people want to see who the real person is behind, and they just don't feel comfortable all the time when they see somebody hiding behind their sunglasses. I met with a couple other people that were very active in social media, including videography for social media, and I was told by one other gentleman, absolutely not. If you're comfortable, just wear your sunglasses. So I paid attention to how I felt, because this particular person that told me not to wear my sunglasses, I definitely wanted to follow his lead and really valued what he had to say. So I'm outside the first time, and I'm about to record a video, and I have my phone, I'm holding it, and the glare is in my eye. I'm squinting. I got, my forehead is hurting because I feel the pressure from the outside glare, and my eyes are looking this big, and I'm trying to get through it, and I'm trying to smile, and I realize this is not for me. And then I went back and I looked at a couple old videos and realized I was wearing way too much makeup. I didn't have to worry about that either. When I actually put it on, it's because I choose to, not because I absolutely have to. There are times where there is almost nothing, and then there's some times where we actually have some makeup on. So I don't worry about it like I used to, and realize that if I want to wear my sunglasses, I'm going to wear my sunglasses. I found that I have enough videos, enough material posted already where you're looking at me in the office. Right now I'm in the office where I don't have my glasses on. So you've gotten to know me as is. So if I am outdoors and I'm walking down the street, or I'm at a building, I remember recording one video at the county building. I was at a class and I just stepped outside and just started recording. Well, there's the glare from the building because it's a glass building coming off me, and I remember looking at myself in the phone thinking, oh gosh, this is going to be a terrible video. But that just happened to be where I was that day. That's genuinely what was going on. I had a question that I had to answer, and I wanted to share that information. So it doesn't really matter. It wasn't a professional setting, and I didn't worry about that, and I had my sunglasses on. And I found that most people really don't critique me all that much. There is definitely some etiquette that you should follow. Obviously, for somebody like me in the mortgage industry, I wouldn't want to impose or talk about, politics or my religious beliefs, because that's just not necessarily the right setting. But as far as how do you record the video, it's literally just sit down and do it. There's nothing special to it. It's figure out what you want to say and just say it. I now am to the point where we are talking about what the video is for the day, and it's literally, what's the subject? And when I click go and start recording, I don't know exactly what we're going to say. We just start talking. There have been times when I've received a specific memo, for example, early in the year when we get the loan amount changes that are specifically impacting FHA loans, for example. Those are specific dollar amounts that I need to quote. I'll write those down, or I'll have those notes handy. And the reason I write them down is because it keeps it in my brain. I learn it faster that way. Or I'll write it down and I'll just kind of keep it out here in front of me, or I'll stick it right underneath the iPad or what have you, just so I can have that as a reference. And I can give specific quote as opposed to just saying general, like, oh yeah, the new loan amount limits are at the 400,000 range. No, I need to be specific on what those loan amount limits are. So that's when I write everything down. There have been times where we've been in social settings and networking settings, work settings, walking down the street, talking to a colleague, and I've said, hey, let's record a video. And we just stop, stand there, put the phone up, and just start recording. Turning to the light, of course. Nothing special or spectacular. So if you have something that you want to bounce off me, I'm happy to talk to you about it. And if you want me to take a look at some videos, I'm happy to help as well. I am Amy Valdivia, and you can contact me at avaldivia@afmcorp.com or 626-485-4673. Have a great day.